Hello and welcome to episode 35 of my Salem tutorial series. This episode is going to be on making the necessary structures that will then allow us to make cotton cloth that we can either then sell or use. Now before we get started on that, let's show you a very good early game money maker, otherwise known as a bar of bubbly soap. It will sell to the town stall for 50 silver, so you're going to make some decent money from it. Okay, now to make a bar of bubbly soap you will need two gelatinous, oh there you go, there's one of them words. So I'll just simply say you will need 2 lard, 2 coarse salt, which you find dotted around the map, and lastly you will need 2 coal. Now you know that I have shown you in a previous episode that I created some coal piles, but what I've not shown you yet, if I can manage to get through my wall of containers, is how to harvest the coal. So we're going to need 2 pieces. The first thing to mention is coal harvests very quickly and it will soon overload your pocket. So be sure that you either A, have a container nearby, or B, you only get what you need. So in this case we need just 2. So right click the coal clamp, although they're called coal piles in Worm, but anyway, coal clamp, and then left click collect coal. So we'll do that and we'll get 2. 1, 2, there we go, that's all we want. Right, so there's the components we need. Them 6 items will make us 50 silver. The lard you get as a rare occurrence whenever you cook anything, so that you'll get quite a bit of. The coarse salt you'll see dotted around the map, and I want to thank oh goodness me, the name has slipped from my memory, but someone just left me a comment telling me about how you can right click the icons and so for example this here, if I right click if I right click on it I get an option to pick, which then if I left click on, providing the path is clear, it will walk over to that garlic and then pick it. And I must make a point of finding out who it was that told me this, because I am forever in your debt. You know who you are, and in the next episode on Salem I will remember to say a proper thank you to you. Anyway, you mentioned that on the mini-map. You also mentioned if you what was it, control right clicking, I'll have to check anyway, but thank you very much for sharing the information with me. I will give credit to where credit is due, and that is to you once I can find out who you were. Sorry for that. Okay, carrying on anyway. So to make this bar of bubbly soap, which we now have the components for, go to craft and inspirationals, and there it is, bar of bubbly soap. Remember we unlocked it a couple of episodes ago. So we'll left click on that. There's what we need. We'll left click craft. And there we are. That will now sell for 50 silver to the town stall. Now eventually when we've got so much money we don't know what to do with it, we will then start to use it as an inspirational for the proficiency points. But at the moment money is much more important to us. So there we are, that's the bar of bubbly soap. Now let's make a cotton cleaner, as we need to start making lots of money the easy way. Why do we need a cotton cleaner? Well, after we harvest all this cotton that you can see has been ripe now for the last this episode and the last episode, we will use the cotton cleaner to clean it to give us more seeds and also raw yellow stained cotton, which is a tier 1 cotton, and that's all we care about at the moment is tier 1. So that's what we're going to do, and that's what the cotton cleaner is for, so that is why we have to make one. Once we've made the cotton cleaner, we will then go on to making the loom. So let's make the cotton cleaner. To make a cotton cleaner, we will need 7 dry boards, 4 wooden plugs, and 1 handle. So let's show you first how to make the wooden plugs. I've shown you how to make a wooden handle, so I won't do that again. I'll try not to repeat myself too much. Okay, to make the wooden plugs, right click on your whittling bench, go to Craft, go to Processing and Materials, and then left click Wooden Plugs. Now for each wooden block, for each wood block, we will get 2 plugs. So you will need 2 wood blocks. Let's click Craft All. And there we are, we now have the 4 wooden plugs we needed. Lastly, of course, we need 7 dry boards. So I've harvested a load already. Let's grab 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Remember, hold the left shift key down, left click, and it puts it straight into your inventory. Right, okay, so where are we going to put this? Well, I'm thinking that our cotton production will be here, not far from our fields. So let's go to build the cotton cleaner. We go to build, we go to tools and utilities, and we left click cotton cleaner. And it says this structure will allow you to clean cotton at quicker speeds. So we click that. Now where are we going to place it? Remember, we can shift left click, shift scroll the mouse wheel to turn it around to whichever direction we want. And basically there isn't nowhere good because I'm getting cluttered here, but if I put it, oh, everywhere seems in the way. Anyway, let's just put it there. There you go, bang, job done. Right, so let's add the components. Remember, left click once, hold the shift key, scroll your mouse wheel. That puts all the components in for you. Makes it very easy. We'll add that and build. Notice I've been busy making stacks of trail mix. Beautiful food. We'll have plenty of food now to eat, which we're going to need for the farming. That was why it was important for me to do it before the farming. Okay. Now we have the means to clean the cotton. Next we need a way to turn it into cotton cloth so we can sell it to the town stall. So let's get to work and make a loom. To make a loom, you will need 4 nails. You will need 10 dry boards and 20 raw cotton or abandoned cobwebs or fibre. Which will we use? We will use, you've guessed it, cotton. Why not? Because that's what we're now going to have plenty of. So to get the cotton, let's right click on a right field on the middle of it and then left click harvest. Because we have a tool belt, it's going to equip the hoe. Notice our phlegm is going down, but I've got that to 20 now, so look, it hardly makes any damage. There you go, you'll see that we've got a number. Then the amount you get is random, dependent on the fertilizers that you've used. So this is a good starting amount, 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, so that's, now 8 is not telling us how many seeds we're going to get. So I'm going to harvest another field because I don't think that will make 20 cotton yet. You get 1 cotton for each one of these. So we've got 8 cotton so far. We will have 8 cotton once we've cleaned it. Let's see, how many have we got now? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. So let's do another field and we should be good to go. Keep an eye on your phlegm. I'm not sure it'll knock you out. I don't think it will, but it's nice to always keep it topped up. Right, so we've harvested our raw yellow stained cotton, which is tier 1 cotton. Let's now clean it. So to clean it, we go down here to our cotton cleaner, right click on the cotton cleaner. And what we're going to do, okay, because we're going to be making so much cotton in the future, we're going to put it on our hotbar here. So we're going to go to Craft, we're going to go to Processing and Materials, and we are going to go to Tailoring Materials and Clean Cotton, and we're going to left click and drag it over the grubs because we aren't going to be eating grubs anymore now that we've progressed to trail mix. Anyway, I think the grubs made me go mad a while back. Right, so there we are, we've got it on there. Now, after right clicking on the cotton cleaner, we can simply left click and there we go, we'll get it up. And we're going to do one for the loom after we've done that. For now, let's craft all. And you'll see it's going to give us for each piece 10 seeds actually, isn't it? A random amount of seeds and a piece of cotton, which is yellow stained cotton. Again, it's going to be slowly draining our phlegm, but that's okay because we got some good old trail mix. Let's eat one. You see, as we're progressing, we're becoming more and more equipped. That is no coincidence, it's simply because I am making this series a very easy progression path for you to enjoy. Salem is a lot of fun, but it can be very frustrating if you die a lot and lose a lot. That's not going to happen if you watch this series. You're going to have a lot of fun, just like I'm having and will keep having. Right, okay, so we've got the cotton. We just need 10 dry boards to make the loom. So let's go find the dry boards. Okay, let's grab 10. We need 4 more, which should be in here. Wow, look at that, I'm actually remembering. There you go, we got 10 dry boards. Right, so walking slowly, but that doesn't matter. We'll soon boost up our yellow bile and get our strength up in a later date. For now, we're going to place the loom near to the cotton cleaner. So we're going to go back to the first menu. We're going to go to Build. We're going to go to Tools and Utilities and left click on the loom. Okay, we will put the loom right there, right besides the, well, no, actually one away from it. So we'll pull it there. Okay, let's stand back a bit and try again. Don't have your items too close together because with some item structures that we're going to make, you need free access all around them, especially when we get to the tripwire. Oh wow, now there's some fun to be had. But anyway, we're going to click. Let's now add the components. So the cotton first. We will hold the shift, scroll the mouse wheel, and bang, that's the cotton done. Next the boards, shift and scroll, and lastly the nails. And build. Yep, that was a lot of materials it just chewed up, but it's worth every last one of them. Okay, time for a warning. Looms are items that you sit upon, so let's right click on it and show you. Okay, notice I'm sitting down. Now here is a warning from the wonderful Salem Wikipedia. Looms, like chairs, seem to retain any logged off occupants, and moving an unknown chair onto your claim may allow unwanted visitors to log back into your base. A character that logs out on a loom or any object that you can sit on will log into that object even if it's moved, as long as it is a valid location for the character to be. If the object is currently being lifted, is in a sled, lean-to, or has been destroyed, the character will log into the location that the object was last in when it logged out. So be very aware of that and cautious before picking up any chairs or looms and putting them on your claim. Okay, because they may have someone still sat on them who's just not logged in. Okay, you'll come in and find all your precious cotton gone. Anyway, so there we go, that's the warning out of the way. Okay, now we've got a cotton cleaner, we've got a loom. Let's go harvest the rest of this cotton and turn it into cloth. Then we can go sell our cotton and the bar of soap and start to get rich. Okay, so let's click up here, let's go, let's harvest first of all this cotton. Let's harvest some more. Let's harvest this one. I'm not going to touch the cereal. I'm keeping that for a different episode. I just wanted some on the go. For now, we're just focusing on cotton. Wow, all them episodes ago. What episode was it? I said path to cotton. Well, you can see now how long that path was. But it was an enjoyable path, because with every new structure and recipe we've unlocked, we've made the game more enjoyable and much more easier with our progress. Notice as well, as we're harvesting, oops, I need to eat. Notice as well, as we harvest our cotton, we're getting this lovely inspiration, this lovely item that's going to give us some good proficiency points. Very, very handy. So you'll notice these are rare, but when we start getting about 100 fields, we're going to get a ton of these, and then we can use them to make life even easier. So you see, my friends, my dear pilgrims, it is all good, as they say. Right, okay, I've got enough food. Let's now harvest the last field. Okay, now let's go and clean the cotton and then off to market. We've got a shortcut, so we can just click that, craft all, and away we go. Now, when you get to 100 fields and you have a pocket full of I don't know how many cottons, this process is when you go make a cup of coffee and leave this doing this. Providing you've topped your phlegm up here, your blue bar, providing you've topped your stamina, your endurance, whatever you want to call it. The game calls it phlegm, so I'll call it phlegm. Whenever you've topped your blue bar of phlegm up, go make yourself a cup of coffee and leave your avatar having a lot of fun making all this, cleaning all this cotton. Because then you can come back and then jump on your loom. Maybe at some point they'll give us wheels we can fix to it and ride the loom around the map. Who knows? Anything is possible in the wonderful new world. Okay, fortunately I didn't have that many, so it's not going to take us that long. But look at all the lovely seeds we've got. Do you know what's going to happen to them? They're all going to get straight sown back into all these fields. So what we have done here, my fellow pilgrims, is we've now, each of these is going to be more and more cotton fields. And because we've done the upkeep to these fields, remember these fields here, because these have all had their upkeep slashed in half, we aren't going to be using 50 seeds per field, we're going to be using 25. So each stack of 100 seeds will give us 4 new cotton fields. So you can see, we're going to get rich. The only problem we're going to have eventually is deciding on what to spend our money on. But then you're going to see that will not be a problem, as there's loads of lovely things to buy from other players. Right, okay, next then, to turn this now into sellable cotton, we will go to craft, we will go to processing and materials, we will go to tailoring materials, and we will drag, oh no, it's not rags, wait a minute, oh dear, if I made a mistake. Yep, I believe I've jumped the gun somewhere. Let's have a look. Did I not learn all that was necessary to learn? Right, okay, I'm going to quickly switch to the Salem. I'm sure I checked this. Oh well, such is life. Let's go to the Salem wiki. In fact, I'll do it off camera because I don't want to block the game. Okay, so we'll go to the Salem wiki and let's just find the loom and check what it is I am missing, because I was positive I was ready to make it. So I need pulleys and levers. I'm sure I've got pulleys and levers. Yeah, there it is there. So why am I not seeing the cotton cloth? Or am I being silly and looking in the wrong location? No, I'm not. Okay. Let me just quickly look. You see, it can catch anyone out. Now the thing is, I'm on a timer. If I don't find the solution, I'll have to delete this episode, and there is nothing worse than having to redo all what you've just done. It can take a very long time. So I've made a fundamental mistake here somewhere. Let's approach this from a different tact. Let's search for cotton cloth. Yep. Right, have I got weaving? That's something else that I need. No, I haven't. There's my problem. Weaving. Guess what? We're going to learn the weaving skill, and this will be the quickest you've ever seen a skill learned. We need 600 arts and crafts and 1100 thread and needle. I'm very sorry for the mistake, but at least I'm able to show you it in game. Okay, so right now I believe the best bet for us is to go with the abandoned cobwebs. Yep, so we'll need to study 2 of them. In fact, let's study them from here. So let's study, let's study, let's buy, let's now go to, oops, let's go back in here, back in processing, back in tailoring material. There's the cotton cloth. Right, sorry about that. The gamester does like to make a mistake or two, just so you know it really is me. Right, so we're going to right click on the loom. We're going to left click cotton cloth, and actually what we're going to do, go back in there, back in there, back in there, and we're going to drag and drop that to, what can I get rid of? Let's get rid of the nuts. There you go. Right, so now we'll click that. There you go, and craft all. What that will now do is turn 10 of these yellow stained cotton into 1 cotton cloth. At the beginning we aren't going to have too much cotton, but eventually we'll have more cotton than you know what to do with, and we will start to make huge amounts of silver. Right, okay, so there we are. We've got some that we can now sell. Thank you to those of you that mentioned the mod as well that organises your inventory. I will eventually get around to doing it, but at the moment I want to keep everything defaulted so it's the same for everyone that watches this series. At some point though I will check out that mod, and if it's good then I will do an episode on using it and what it does. For now though, let's go sell. So let's go back to the start. Let's click on the town portal and go and sell this soap and this cotton. And we can make our first bit of money selling cotton. There is also a skill that we can learn later on, which is speed up this process of porting to town, but that's still a long way off. Never mind, for now we'll make do with just making money. Now hopefully there's no plague corpses around me, because oops, look, there's one right beside me. Thank goodness he wasn't coughing, because if he was I'd have probably got a disease. Okay, so we're going to right click the stall, left click sell, and now we'll start selling. The yellow stained cotton we will be selling for 15 silver each. The bar of soap, like I said, 50 silver. So let's do that first, and then the cotton. Now look at that, I filled up my snakeskin purse, and now it's starting to accumulate in my pocket, and I topped my claim stone up, so I'm starting to roll in it. Right, okay, there we are. That's selling and making cotton. I am sorry for missing out the weaving, but at least I finally got it done. Wherever you are in the world, God bless you and keep every last one of you safe. Thank you for watching and have a fantastic day. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Goodbye.